age of 43. But he was a very influential guy in New Orleans. He was definitely a musical genius, and he was at that genius level where there was a lot of insanity involved, and he had a lot of substance abuse problems and stuff, and that's why he died at a young age. But what his significance was, because there's a lot of really brilliant players, but his significance is that he took all these standard styles and kind of put twists on them and made it so that, like, well, we can still be New Orleans and not have to play like Professor Longhair. Because he played boogie woogies in his music, but he never played like that mambo beat. That was not part of who he was. He'll play some Chopin and some Beethoven and some Beatles tunes, but he never played that kind of beat. And he made up his own beats, again with the left hand doing repeated patterns and right hand playing melodies, and it still sounds New Orleans, but it's on the next level. And that was his significance, at least for me, was that he can actually, you don't have to be stuck in that concrete mold of just trying to play like Professor Longhair. You can actually do some things and experiment. And he would do stuff where like in the middle of a song, he would just change the song. We don't know if it was because he was high or what, but it might have been the genius in him, I don't know. But it was one of those things where he was such a prodigy of a musician. If he heard it, he can play it back instantly. And he had that ability to do that. So I'm gonna play one of his songs, and this is a tune called Keep on Gwine. And gwine, I think, is slang for going. I've asked a few people, and I've got even more answers about that. But, it's what it is down there. Now, look, I grew up in New York, and you ask someone what time it is, it's like exactly that time. You ask someone in New Orleans, and he could get like 8 different answers about what time it is. It took me a minute to get in that lane where I could feel comfortable in it. What time you coming? Soon? I'm looking for something on a watch. Yeah, I'll be there. Can you give me something with 2 numbers in it or something? It doesn't always work like that. But anyway, this is one of his tunes. And again, this is his take on doing a stride style, which is not that. He's got a whole different rhythmic thing going, but it does have the stride thing where you can see the left hand just going back and forth like this, the melody in the right hand, and it all comes from the same place.